I wonder if these laws of corporal punishment that you're talking about isn't to take care of your lack of intelligence, supervision, and not for the children, but to protect you.
I am voting for Negroes, Jews, gays. I belong to human beings. If you allow just one human being to be allowed to have his rights taken away from him as a human being, then, pal, you don't have any right to take away your rights.
To the episode of Memories of My Father. Now, in this episode, we're going to go back to the 70s, which it seems like we've been going back quite a bit to. So we're going to talk about 1978-ish, 79-ish. We lived on the other side of Miami Beach where we moved, and the address was 2180 Bay Drive, Miami Beach. It was right before the bridge that goes into North Bay Village and down the street from a International Inn, the hotel that's been here for years. I think it's still there, and they might have redone it, Art Deco, I don't know. But anyways, my dad was probably the oldest one in the townhomes that we lived in, townhouses, I should say. It wasn't home, townhouse. And most of the individuals there were kind of hippy-dippy 70s playing guitar. So there was a lot of pot smoking going on. All right. Now, my father, for the record, was not a pot smoker. He was born in 1920. It wasn't his era. He had no interest in it. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke cigarettes. He did smoke until he had a massive heart attack in 75, and then he quit smoking forever. But one day, my dad goes shopping, and he comes home, and I'm going to show you in a second the coat that he had. He buys this coat, and he's wearing it, and I'm going to assume it's probably fall, winter, even though it doesn't get that cold in Miami Beach, but it gets a little bit chilly at times. So he's wearing his coat, and we're coming out of the townhouse, and they're over there playing the guitar, and they were nice people, but they loved their weed. So let me see if I can show you this on camera. So this was the coat my dad had. And if you can see, I think you can. You see the button? If you can make it out. Well, the button, I know the screen got dark there for me. The button was marijuana leaves. So they're like, Al, what's up with that? And he's like, what are you talking about? And he can't figure out for the life of him, I should say, why they're laughing their butts off. He's wearing a coat that every button was a marijuana leaf. I guess it was the trademark of this particular company. The company was called Boasters. I don't even know if it's still around, but yeah, the marijuana, I just looked at the tag, was a marijuana leaf. My dad had no clue. It was so funny, and they laughed. He laughed. And one thing about my father is he could always laugh at himself. And oh, did he roar laughing. So that was the 1970s when we lived at, again, 2180 Bay Drive on the other side of Miami Beach where we moved in 1978. And what a funny, funny scene that was. All right, folks, if you're enjoying these memories of my father, hit that button and subscribe. Leave your comments below. I always personally respond. Remember to follow me on Twitter at BadBradRSR. Again, it's at BadBradRSR. And remember, folks, every act of kindness is a little love we leave behind.